For those of you in my Discord server, you know that the channel has finally got to 1 million views. It's something I'm very happy about and I'm very proud of. And so to celebrate that, we're gonna do a giveaway announcement. You guys already know it's gonna happen, and the prize is right there in front of you. It's the Casio G-Shock GA-710. This specific model is the GBX-1A9. So I'm gonna do the giveaway announcement, or the winner announcement, and then just do a review, like a updated review, because I haven't talked about this watch in a long time, so might as well before I say goodbye to it. If you want to skip straight to the review, go ahead and fast forward to this timestamp. To be as fair as possible, I just went online and I used a winner wheel application, and I typed everyone's name in from the Discord server, and then, I mean, you can see on the screen exactly what I'm doing. So I'm typing in the names. I left one person out because they personally requested not to be in the drawing because they had won the previous giveaway, and so I honored his request. And so as you can see, I'm putting in the names, and then we're going to go ahead and do the drawing, and you'll see the results very shortly. So congratulations to Yumi, you are the winner of the drawing. And for the rest of the Discord crew, this was not rigged. If you can remember our conversation a couple weeks ago, I remember I said, I really hope Yumi's the next winner because he lives in the States and it's just easier for me to ship in the States, even though I have no problem shipping to the rest of you, you know, in, I guess in different countries. But I promise you it was not rigged. I typed in the names and I used the application, the wheel application, and it just so happened that Yumi was the winner. So make sure to say congrats to him on Discord, and let's go ahead and get started with the review. Starting off with price, you can find the GA-710 for around $100 to $150. It all just depends on where you're shopping at. Here's the quick 360, just so we can see what we're working with. Pretty standard for your base G-Shock, but I do think everything here looks pretty good. Going over those dimensions, starting off with the case diameter. It comes in at around 53 millimeters. And then a case height of 18.2 millimeters, and then the lug to lug of 56.3 millimeters, and a bandwidth of 28.6 millimeters. For weight, it's a very reasonable weight at 72 grams or 2.5 ounces. Here is the wrist shot. I've got a 7.5 inch wrist. I think it wears pretty standard for what to expect when you're buying a G-Shock. For functions and features, so starting off, the 710 comes with the Casio module number 5522. So what you're gonna get with that is a resin case and a resin strap. And then all along the edge and in the center, you'll see the 5 pushers. And those pushers are labeled A, B, C, D, and L for light. And then speaking about the light, so that button will activate one single LED light. And you can set that for either 1.5 seconds or 3 seconds. And then going inside, the crystal is a mineral crystal. And then underneath that crystal, you can see the analog hands. Unfortunately, there is no lume, which is kind of a surprise because you'd think that the white paint on the hands isn't loom, but it's not. And then underneath that you can see the 3 digital screens. So starting off at the top left, you've got the mode screen. So what that is telling you is what mode you are currently in, whether it's timer, world time, alarm, or stopwatch. Immediately to the right of that, you can see the 1-minute animation. So that's broken into 6 10-second intervals. So it's a great little reference for you to be able to just quickly count down time, measure time without accessing the timer or the stopwatch. And then underneath that, you've got the main digital display. Now going over the different modes by pressing the mode button right here. It takes us to timer, and you can see on the mode indicating screen that timer is highlighted, and then we've got timer on the main digital display. This is a 60-minute timer. The next mode is world time, and then after that we've got alarm, which comes with 5 alarms plus 1 snooze. And then the stopwatch is a 24-hour stopwatch. This also comes with a target mode, so if you hit the adjust button up here, you can see target displayed. So this is kind of a cool feature because you can set a target time. So once the stopwatch gets to that time, it will set off an alarm. So it's like a timer, but in reverse. And now we're back into main time. Another great thing about the stopwatch in the main time mode is the button right here. So button D is your quick access or shortcut to the stopwatch. So in main time mode, we're going to push this button and it takes us straight to the stopwatch. And this is a function or feature that I absolutely love. I think it makes it a very useful watch in a variety of different fields. One thing you may have noticed is that the analog hands have sort of been in the way this entire time. If you want to move them so they are not blocking any of your screens, you would hit the L button right here, so the light button, and then the C button right here, or the mode button. So you have to push the L button first, and while you're pressing that, hit the C button, and then it will move the hands to the 3:15 position right there. So it's well out of the way of any of the screens, and it will stay like this for around 1 hour and then automatically come back to telling normal time. You don't have to wait, you can just do the same thing. So hit the buttons and then it will go back to telling normal time or analog time. And of course, this whole package has great water resistance. We're looking at 200 meters of water resistance, which is great for swimming in the pool, snorkeling, maybe diving. I don't think anyone's ever had any issues diving with a G-Shock, but rest assured you can pretty much do anything with this watch and not worry about it. Let's take a look at that LED lighting. Kind of disappointing, very underwhelming. It's gonna work. It's not really gonna illuminate the screens too well. I think the ideal illumination would be the LED and also electroluminescent light on the screen. In this case, you're only getting the one. I think it would have been also ideal if they had some lume, but I don't know, I guess it is what it is. I'm disappointed, but it does the job, so I guess just interpret that for how you will. I do think that the dial and displays here are very attractive. I'm a huge fan of the color combo of black and gold, and also having like a green yellow screen, and so you get all of that here with the GA-710, at least in this specific model. And I do think there's a lot of people out there that also feel the same way about this color combo. And yeah, it's just a good looking display or overall appearance here. It's aesthetically pleasing, and the ability to move the hands whenever you want to also makes it practical as well. And I'm not saying that these watches are the same at all, but I just want to show the similarities here with the gold and the black. And so if you're a fan of this Seiko Turtle, then you'll probably be a fan of this color combo on the 710. The bezel here is very practical as far as protecting the crystal. You've got around 3 millimeters of clearance before you get to the crystal. So, you know, any kind of falling on hard surfaces, you can rest assured that your crystal will be just fine. For the pushers, we've got knurled textured pushers, and they're very easy to push, very pleasant to use, not like the old Mudmans. And then for the light button, you've got the gold accented light button, and it really does give it a touch of aesthetic beauty to it. So I really do like how they did it all. Part of me kind of wished that they had gold buttons on all of them, but I feel like it's very well balanced here. For the band, we've got the dual clasp system here that I absolutely love. It's very modern and it looks cool, and it's just practical. On the other side, the way that it's designed minimizes the amount of surface contact with the skin, so it breathes well, and it's just an overall pleasant experience to wear all day long. For the buckle, we've got gold steel buckles here, or maybe it's not steel, but it's a metal buckle, and I do think it ties everything together really well. Standard case back here for those of you G-Shock fans, which I'm sure most of you are. You've seen this before a million other times, so there you go. Still looks cool though, timeless design. With the resin case material, can't really get too deep into finishing, but I will say I do think that this is a very good harmony between bling and ruggedness, because you've got the polished indices here, so you've got that bling factor there, but then the matte finish or the matte coloring on the band and the case, and then these knurled textured buttons here, it adds to the whole rugged, tough look to it. So it's kind of like you're a guy that likes to look nice, but you're still down to get dirty when you need to.
I like to picture Jesus in a tuxedo t-shirt, because it says, like, I want to be formal, right, but I'm here to party too.
So, you know, great job there. I really do like what they did with the styling. So going over my personal thoughts and do I recommend it? I mean, number one, yes, I am going to recommend this watch. It's great. It's, you know, affordable enough for most people, and it's going to give you that beautiful toughness that G-Shock offers. There are some things that I don't like about it. I think I made it pretty clear that I was very upset with the backlight. You know, it's not difficult for them to add electroluminescent light. So I don't know why they decided to just settle with the one LED. I felt like that's a lazy design choice, especially because we know what G-Shock is capable of. So anyways, other than that though, you know, it is a phenomenal watch. I would not give away a watch that I felt was bad or poor quality. So I'm very glad that Yumi is going to get this fantastic watch. I hope that he uses it more than I ever could, because when you've got a collection as big as mine, it's really hard to give any one watch a significant amount of wrist time. So hopefully this is going to a better home. And that's pretty much all I got to say for now. I hope that you enjoyed this review. You know, please join the Discord server if you haven't already, so you can also enter into these giveaways. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on my next episode. All right, bye.